Hello everyone, hope you guys doing well. Today we are doing a battery replacement on iPhone 13 Pro Max. I got this phone from a customer. A customer had a problem with a very bad battery. The battery had a 69% of health. Because of the swollen battery, the battery was pushing into the screen and the customer was worried that it's gonna blow up. Happened to me once. It was not a good experience. So here we have this phone, and unfortunately, I took the display before I start recording. So I apologize for that. Make sure whenever you are opening up any iPhone, watch videos, get some points, especially with the iPhone XR till iPhone 15. They're almost similar. If you know one phone, you will most likely you're gonna know other phones too. So in this case, I made sure I have disconnected the battery, I have disconnected LCD screen connector and the front microphone connector as well. So we have taken the display out. Now we're gonna go back to the chassis itself. Make sure you disconnect the loudspeaker. This is the way I do it. Some people, they don't even take out loudspeaker or tap engine. I do it. It makes my job easier because whenever the battery is too old or you have a swollen battery, you wanna make sure you have a lot of room to work on. Because if small puncture, it will literally blow up the battery. And worst case scenario, you can ruin the whole phone, and we don't want that because the customer is flying away, and you don't want to be the person holding anybody back. So here I am, I'm taking the loudspeaker out. Make sure you use a plastic spatula to remove that side plastic ribbon which goes towards the battery itself, and make sure, like, because it's glued down, so you can use a fine blade, but make sure you don't rush in. Be nice, be gentle, and take your time. It's okay. It took me almost 1.5 hours to do this job. Normally I don't take that long. It just took me because I was worried that I don't want to be the person or don't want to have that experience again of blowing up a battery on my face. So here we go. We have taken out the loudspeaker. Now we're gonna go back to tap engine. So just remove those two screws on there, and make sure before you take out the tap engine, you want to make sure you disconnect the tap engine, then you remove that machine. Otherwise you're gonna rip that cable and you have to wait or you have to order another one. I use a isopropyl alcohol to loosen that adhesive. The adhesive is quite old, and sometimes when the adhesive old, then it just doesn't want to come out the way Apple intended, and it can be a very hard job. So I have put some isopropyl alcohol to loosen that adhesive, and I'm gonna use a plastic spatula to just slightly go under the battery so I can make some space, so I can put some more the solution, so it can, nice and easily you can just reach in. It will help us in the future to take the battery out. All the tools I'm using right now, you should be able to see it, or you should be able to get them online, like Amazon, or you can just go on Google and just search tools, open up an iPhone, like similar phrases, and should be able to get those tools from there. But you always got to make sure, especially with the batteries, don't cheap out. Get a good battery. You can get a very good batteries from like numbers of suppliers. My own supplier, and I know the battery is going to be great from them, and I never had a problem with these batteries I get from my supplier. So the next thing I'm going to do is use the same blue opening tool to go around the battery, and then you see, it took a couple of tries, but once the adhesive was loosened up, we just took it off like quite easily. But it took me almost like 15 minutes to take that job. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to nicely clean the chassis with the isopropyl alcohol, and then once everything's done, you can put that tap engine back where it belongs, and then the speakers too. Just make sure, take your time, don't rush if you're doing it by yourself. But if it's an experienced person, they know what are they doing. But if you haven't done it before, then you gotta do it ease and with patience. The new battery is there. Hey guys, just a note, always make sure get a nice adhesive around the body, because it will help us with the dirt or waterproofing as well. It's not going to be as waterproof as it was from the factory, but it will be fine. Okay, it will be better than just putting some glue on the corners. And because in the future, if you take the display, like if you want to take the display off from the chassis, it will be hard. So I will suggest do that. Make sure you, after putting the battery, connect all the connectors on your display, and then make sure you connect the battery connectors after you connected every other wire, because otherwise you might get a short circuit which will ruin everything else. So here we go, the phone is working fine. I'm going to put those 2 screws underneath, and it's done. And thank you so much, guys. Please like, subscribe, and a thumbs up this video. This is my second video ever done. I will love your support, and I'll make some more videos and try posting every week. So have a nice one. Peace out.